throat tickle. Decided to do a small tutorial today. See how it goes. You're gonna get your hair out of your face. Here's my box. It's full of makeup. It's full of stuff. Okay, first thing I do is put lotion on, and I use it's like a Pond's lotion, and it's for dry skin. I have really dry skin sometimes, so I use this. Get it everywhere, and it looks like this. Okay, we'll do my eyebrows first. I use this brush right here. It has a little spoolie and a little. I use this Tattoo Studio Maybelline pomade. Here, I used to have a big mirror, but that has since then been broken. So I use this palette. This palette is from a YouTuber. Her name is Graveyard Girl. So then I dip my little pomade in here, and I just start going. Okay. So my name is Isabel. I am 22 years old. I was born in Juarez, Mexico. So, nací en Mexico. Soy mexicana. I know I probably don't look like it. All my life, I've been told I don't look Mexican. I don't like spicy food, so a lot of people tell me like, you're not really Mexican, but I am. I went to Eastern Arizona College, and now I go to U of A. My major is elementary education. And then I brush them out with the spoolie end like this. This brush. So every time I put eyeshadow on, I suggest doing this. I didn't do it for the longest time, but this is eyeshadow primer by Morphe, and it's only $10 and it's really good. So I suggest buying this one. I like a one from Ulta, like a Morphe one. There are some really good store-bought ones, like pharmacy store ones. They have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus eye primer. That one's really good. And then I use this NYX one, NYX eyeshadow base. It's really good, but the thing with this one is that it's glittery. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little glittery, so it makes your eyeshadow glittery. And half the time I don't want it glittery. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I want to use I'm gonna do like a little yellowish, brownish kind of thing. So I'm gonna go in with this yellow in first. So I'm gonna take this brown and this, and I'm gonna add it to right here on the edge. So with the whole like corona thing, it's been crazy, and I know I'm a university student, so it's affected me a lot. It's been hard not working too, and it's just been a mess. And a lot of my classes, they were moved remotely, and so that was new because I'm doing the elementary education program through the U of A. A lot of my student hours were cut down, so I couldn't even do that anymore. So then it sucked, but it's okay. Like, we just want everyone to feel better and get better. Okay, so I'm gonna use my NYX eyelash curler. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this shirt. Honestly, I have nowhere to go, and I just be looking rough some days. I've been looking a little rough, not gonna lie, but I've been trying to look okay, trying to look decent. It's this like apple manzanita one. It's called Super Lash. So I use two types of mascaras for my top lashes. I use this one and the same one but in red. They're only 99 cents at like any store. They don't have them at Walmart, but they have like at the Mexican little store shops or those little tiny corner stores that they sell everything for 99 cents. So they have those there. So when you do your eyelashes, you want to start at the root and then come up. So let me show you. And start at the root and come up and twist like that. Like that. I'm just doing simple makeup, okay? I'm not a makeup artist, to say the least. Definitely not a makeup artist. So I recently went to Target and I needed to try this. This is the e.l.f. Pore Putty Primer. And let's just say it was really good. It was bomb. I have a lot of redness here and here. Like my face is just naturally red. So for that, I use primer, like it's called color corrector. So when you have red, you use green over it. So I grab a little tiny dot like this, a little bit, and I put it wherever I'm red, and I just smear it in really good like this. For the putty, do the same thing. You grab it. It looks like this. You don't need a lot. You just need a tiny bit. Like the most tiniest thing will go the longest way. So when you do this, you put it all over your face like this. And it says you want to wait 30 seconds to continue with your other things. Okay, I want to show you guys some other things I have. My friend JC, she gave me these Estee Lauder creams. One's for the face and one's for the eyes. So good. If you really want expensive, good foundation that will last a while, the Amazonian Clay. They have for any different types of skin types. Mine was kind of dryish, and this is my color, and it's just so good. It lasts all day, blends with everything. I want to get it again, but it's kind of expensive. It's like $30-something. For store-bought, the NYX Total Drop Foundation is really good. I ran out of this one. If I like tilt it in my face, so it's a drop one like this. You just get it out and you drop it. And 4 drops of this is complete coverage. You can do like light coverage, medium coverage, or complete coverage. So there's that. I have this one my sister gave me. It's Lancome tint. I don't know how much this cost. She didn't want it anymore. It was brand new. She gave it to me. It works. And then when I went to Target to buy the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, I also got this Wet n Wild foundation. It's good, but I got the wrong shade. It's a little too light for me. So, yeah. Can't do that. Okay. So my face is looking kind of pretty good. I want to like show you. It's not looking red. The primer is really on there. Okay, so this is really good lighting. I wish I had a tripod. So I shake my foundation first, and then I do 4 pumps, like little pumps. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and a little one on my nose. 4. And I have this brush. It's a NYX professional makeup brush, and it's really good. I suggest using this. If you don't want to use a brush, this sponge, it's a Real Technique sponge. So good. So there we go. This concealer, the Camo e.l.f. concealer, and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. These were both really good. I'm gonna it's like it has a big loofah and it's so much coverage, like it's insane. If you don't want to ever like put on foundation or anything, just use this. I know it's really bad, but I like to use my fingers for my concealer like this. And then I just go in with a beauty blender. You need to make sure it's like with some water in it. Like that. I'm not really good at baking. I was gonna bake, but I'm not good at it. This is what we look like now. To finish our eyes, so I'm gonna take my Renaissance palette, do like these two shades down here. I'm gonna dip into both and just go right under my waterline like this. And it just gives it like a little more dimension to your eyes. For my corner of my eye, I always do this yellow. It's really pretty, and this is really pretty too, but I like how this gold looks. So story time about my shirt. I made this shirt for my high school. My friend, she made her own morp party at her house. So the girl, like if you don't know what morp is, it's like morp is prom written backwards. So all the girls had to ask a boy out on a date so they could be our date, and each couple I'm using this Lash Paradise mascara. It's super good. Everyone had already had their couples, and like everyone was already coupled up, and I didn't know who to ask, and I wanted to go, and I was like, oh my gosh. I think I was a junior in high school, and I really wanted to go. So then I told one of my friends, I was like, hey, I want to go to this, like my friend that was hosting it. And then she's like, okay, well, what color do you want to be? And I was like, well, I don't know, what color is it? And then she told me all the colors that were like taken, even like the color gold and silver were taken. Like in my mind I was like, ooh, what about the color tie-dye? And then she's like, yeah, you could be the color tie-dye with your date. So I was like, sweet. So then I grabbed 2 shirts, grabbed a coloring thing, and then I tied these shirts with like the kits that you can get at Walmart. And I made one for myself and I made one for my date, and it was too much fun. And then the date was so much fun, and when I like asked him, I had a pizza box and I made the pizza myself, and then I wrote on the inside, I know this is cheesy but morp, and I saw the idea on Pinterest, so it was really cool. And he was really happy about it and excited, and my seminary teacher knew that I was going to ask him during our first hour. So then not everyone knew, but I was dressed up like a pizza girl. I'm using this butter bronzer, it's called butter bronzer, to bronze my face a little bit, give me some dimension. So then nobody knew except for the teacher and like a couple of my friends, but they weren't there. So then I was like, we started class, and the teacher was like, okay, everybody needs to pay attention to the back of the classroom. So then everybody turned around, and when they turned around, they saw me, and I was wearing like a cute polo shirt and like a cute little hat, and I had my hair in a bun. Yeah, I know, don't judge me. So then he was so excited, he was so happy, and he was like, oh my gosh, yes, like this is so cool. It was the greatest date ever. And I forgot to do something. I forgot to slice the pizza. I know, it was bad. Then the girl picks up the boy. So I used to drive this little beat up like 1987 little Chevrolet car. So then I rolled up and I picked him up in my little car. I said, hey boy. Just kidding. I knocked on the door, and then he got me like this cute little fake like rose. It was the cutest thing ever. Use this. I was using this for highlight for my cheek. So I'll probably go. And so then I'll take a little bit of both and do my nose like this. And then I've seen some people do it up here, and then some people do it up here too. So then it looks like that. Like a blotting mist. It's a mist. So then I just do one. So yeah, this is it. This is my little simple get ready with me makeup that I do. And this is what it looks like. Not too much. Just a good amount.